welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
That's reeled in. It's Horton.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. They'll give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Under fire. Makes the grab, it's Horton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man. It's Williams. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
In the red area, it's Miller. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Slams it ahead. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
And this was looking like such a promising opening drive of the game. They had it down close. They tried to run the ball there on third down, didn't get it. So now it's decision time for the head coach. Do you want to pay this thing off and go?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter, and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Gonna run it. It's Moulton. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Third down play from the gun. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. He stopped at the 30, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They were trying to set up a screen. Instead, what they got was their quarterback putting paper and plastic and sack.
But how about the speed on defense with that rush, getting to the QB so quickly? You're not expecting to get home on a screenplay like that, but, man, the old saying, speed kills, and you saw it right there.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. The sure hands, it's Staley. At the 45 on his way. To running room. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Here comes the heat. Got enough space. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about. Way to set the tone. And if I'm that defensive player, not only did I set the tone, I'm telling them about it. The whole way back to the huddle. We got plenty more where that came from. Hey, QB, you want to run? Keep coming back.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll leave it with him. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, this running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Breaks the tackle. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game, and there's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Hauls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Bernard. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking to throw on 1st down. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The give on the inside. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Gets it out quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown time! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. He's moving out of the pocket. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Staley. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to keep it in the air. It's complete to the right. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
You've got to keep chasing and keep defending. You've got scrambling QBs that get outside the pocket. You've got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down, making them run out of bounds, and that counts in the record books for a sack. Give me one of those, please.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water inside.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Quarterback empties his backfield. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
At the 35, he's open. Wide open spaces. Turning it on. Inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Looking to throw. And it's picked up at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they make the play way to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wants to start this drive with a pass. Wide open downfield. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man on the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Man, if he doesn't drop it, there's 2 picks in 2 consecutive drives. He was in great position to make another play, but just couldn't secure the catch.
To the air, it's Simpson. He wants to take the top off. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So here is the Tennessee offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
The high crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. He wants to change this route. The give is to Miller. They stripped it out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Fires to the wideout. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big game.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Wants to throw on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big...
Looking deep down the right side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The give from the gun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Miller with the ball. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Line is set on 3rd down. He might want another play. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Pressure coming. They're working that left side. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Bama! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
That's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. He just about... This game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to scramble. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down.
He's going for it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He's at the 30, the 20, and it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
Houston, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Longhorns will put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Pulls it in, it's Horton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. Third down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
And this punt will be down just on the other side of midfield. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Makes the quick grab. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? But no, he just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Going to swing it on second down. He'll throw it. With the catch, it's Moore. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get into the 33-yard line.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Looking to pass, it's Manning. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This is the matchup everyone is excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. Moves around to clear up the vision. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Leaves it with the running back. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Simpson. He's got it down the middle. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Bernard.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it away at the 37. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. 1st and 10 for the offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Tight end finds a soft spot.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
To the air, it's Owens. And And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And it's no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense...
And the defense, got him at the 27.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to.
Finds his man. It's Bernard. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll run play action. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
He leaves it with his back. All down the Dell, move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Owens. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Trying play action. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
The give is to Miller. He's loose. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the board.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to put my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Bernard. It's a seam wide open. Defense trying to take it back. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Texas offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Horton. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And finally, somebody gets on the scoreboard. A first half of no points, 0-0. Now in the third quarter. Sometimes when you get that rhythm and that offense rolling, sometimes it's hard to stop. So let's see if this is a trend setter. Let's see if this starts the offensive momentum.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Owens. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one in the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
Looking to throw again. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorn! Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Coming out with it, it's Adams. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Miller with the ball. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Snagged in the middle, it's Horton. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. Touchdown tie. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Keeps it on the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this is one of those plays late in the game. If it works, everybody's jacked. But if it doesn't, everybody's complaining. You run that draw play, you're down, you need a big play, and you only get a handful of yards. This offense has got to go and got to go now.
Looking downfield, it's Owens. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He throws into the middle of the field. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make it. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Trojans will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
To the air, it's Simpson. Grabbed in the middle, it's Horton. There he goes. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab. It's Bernard. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Really good start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. They've created some space. They'll snap it from the 36. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give out of the gun. There he goes! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. It's Horton. Purdy on the Jets. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The short hands, it's Hale. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance, so you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
On the run, it's Young. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To throw, it's Simpson. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Trying to barge their way in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Pushes ahead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Trying to pound it in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it. The sneak scores it.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Lemon. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Maiava. Working on the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Sanders.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And his throw is incomplete. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Lane. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man. This crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bama! The defense putting points on the board.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And they did tack on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Lemon. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Maiava. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Lemon. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Time to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Lemon. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lemon. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
This time it's complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. New set of downs after the completion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got the quick pass. Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This is.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Coming out with it, it's Graham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Now adjusting. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. So nice job on the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On third and short, the power run here. The Buckeyes are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock it down back at the 16.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
So 1st down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Quarterback extends the play. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Horton. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Out of the gun. The running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely...
Touchdown, Alabama! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air. It's Sayin. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peoples. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is able.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Horton. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Trying to burn this defensive back. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Buckeyes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Now the play fake. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run it from the gun.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Oh, they're after him. That's caught. It's Williams. Lots of running room. Wide open space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tide! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. starts from their own 25-yard line. Off-play action on first down. He's going to run it. The ball pops out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no.
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the gun, running back on the move. Turning it on! And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Really good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed.
He's loose. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horton. It's a seam wide open. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Horton. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's all the way down to the 3, showing it all on that run.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football, he showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Released to the back. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on the first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him. And just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The gun wants to pass. The quick out. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Trying to keep the drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Bernard. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give is to Miller. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They're going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense. Backed up. A little more room to operate and try to maybe...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly what he had to get to get 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, he missed it. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Quickly complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find...
He's going for the big play. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On fourth down, going to the air. And they can't connect a costly... Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. To the air, it's Simpson. Got it in the middle, it's Horton. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times where those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did now.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Horton.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. Turning on the Jets. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammering with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Complete to start this drive. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Back to pass, it's Manning. Quickly out to the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job of this defense to stop him in his tracks. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, a lot of space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in spots.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He's got an open man. They stop. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Nittany in the end zone. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
Offense changing the play. Looking to throw at Simpson. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender.
It's a running room. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got a man, it's Horton. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. They'll try to run for it. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this third down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Now from inside the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Horton. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up first and goal from the 7. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Goes straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
Offense in a bunch formation. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his man, it's Singleton.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 45 on his way. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Adams. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Simpson. That's reeled in, it's Horton. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Complete downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bernard.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle, it's Horton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That is how you finish a play with some serious physicality. Nice job by the defense. He gets 1 yard, and you do the rest. You hit him, and you make him feel it. Next time he catches the football, you're like, hey, where's that dude at?
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. And some room to work. Alabama will get the first down. The Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Catch in the middle, it's Bernard. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back gets the give. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Aller. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. He's got it on the right. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Ross. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but not before the change move, and the Wildcat formation pays off. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Wide open spaces. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man.